We're expecting an update on this story today. The Health Secretary, Sajid Javid, we're told, is preparing to abolish mandatory COVID jabs for NHS staff and social workers. Let's bring in our national reporter, Paul Hawkins. He's at Charing Cross Hospital for us this morning. Good to see you, Paul. Look, this was highly controversial, wasn't it? Not least because of concerns about freedom, but also the impact that it would have on staff shortages. But it's the data that really is driving this decision by the Health Secretary.
Yeah, that is what the government will say. Campaigners will say it's their pressure, Isabel, that their campaign, the 100k campaign that's been going on now for a number of months, protest scene across the UK by around about 100, well, initially it was 100,000 NHS staff that were unvaccinated. That's now come down to around about 77,000 staff, which is about 5% of the NHS frontline staff. They would say that their pressure has forced the government into this U-turn, but of course Sajid Javid is going to say that the data suggests that now there could be a change in policy because, as he told the Health and Social Care Committee last week, Omicron now the dominant variant instead of Delta, so they need to revise this policy on mandatory vaccinations for NHS frontline staff. We've seen a significant change in the government's language on this. Initially, no U-turn. NHS staff, it's their duty to get vaccinated. That's what the Health Secretary has been saying, but now he shifted to a slightly different position, and we are expecting either today or tomorrow for an announcement to be made that those 77,000 unvaccinated staff will not have to leave their jobs, will not have to be redeployed to other parts of the NHS come April. A significant change in policy from the government and, frankly, a big U-turn.
A big U-turn, but will be broadly welcomed, I'm sure. Perversely, or strangely, I should say, it might actually mean that more of those staff who were resistant to getting a vaccine because it was being forced on them might actually go ahead and get one now.
Yeah, potentially, yeah, and of course there will be some anger from those that have left their jobs, that have decided to leave the NHS because they didn't want to get the vaccination. Now it turns out they actually could have had it, so there will be repercussions to this decision. But I'm going to be speaking to a midwife later this morning, actually, who has been campaigning for this change in government policy for a long time. She's really happy. She said it was absolute madness. I was speaking to her just now. She said it was absolute madness that that this policy was put into place in the first place, especially given the big labour shortages that there were and the gaps that there would have been in frontline staffing on the National Health Service.